Hi guys, what's going on, and welcome back to another episode of Conqueror's Blade. So a bit of a different one today. We're just going to have a quick look at the crafting system as it is now. And I'm just going to briefly show you how you can upgrade some of your equipment while we're in the siege tests and stuff. So if I head over to my inventory, I've been trying this out and I managed to upgrade my spear. As you can see, the different colours represent different rarities basically. I think it's a chance based thing when you're crafting an item. But if you can see, it's getting 175 plus 8, whereas if we compare to the standard one, oh, there we go, it compares them next to each other, you can sort of see the basic differences. It gives it kind of that, quite, not a massive increase, maybe a 10%, something like that, but 10% still 10%. Certainly a worthwhile increase, particularly in things like the piercing damage, where it's gone from 54 to 55 plus 6, so it's actually quite a bit worse. You can see actually down right in the very bottom of the screen how it compares what it would be if it was taken away. So yeah, that's certainly a worthwhile upgrade, and it's not actually that hard to do. So let's head over to the workshop and we'll just show you briefly sort of how this all works. Just on my horse to make me my travelling a little bit quicker. Oops, a bit early. Come on, nudge me over. There we go. Okay, so obviously we haven't got the open world element of the game available as of yet, as of when I'm filming this video, but we can go and still produce things with the aid of the smuggler. So obviously I used the personal weapons and I found the steel spear, wherever it is, here, and this is what I recently crafted. However, other things are available. For example, what we're going to craft today is probably my upgraded version of my body armour. If I can figure out what it was, Huntsman Gambison I believe is what I'm wearing. Yes it is. So you can see it has an increased base value, but then depending on the quality of the crafting, it will end up with those bonus stats that we saw on the spear. And to craft this, we need 5 units of cloth 3, 3 units of leather 3, and 4 units of copper ingots. In the real world, obviously, you can use, you're going to be able to make use of the open world aspects to actually retain these materials, and you normally get them at a lower level, and then they can be refined. For example, if we go into the refining section, you know, you'll make cloth 1 to cloth 2, 5 cloth 1 makes 1 cloth 2, etc, etc. So you'll obviously, there's quite a long chains of crafting things, and obviously these are going to be collected from the land that you own and the people you have working for you in the open world aspect. But with that not yet being accessed, because it's not currently available in the game till the closed beta starts, we have to make use of the smuggler. So if we head down this way, we can find the smuggler, and he should be able to sell us some of the materials we need to get this started. Because we actually got given quite a lot of free silver when we started this game. I think when we're actually in the game, normally this would be a very expensive way of doing this. So, we know we needed 5 cloth 3. So, you want 5 of this. Not 15. Would be rather expensive. You can see I've got 240,000, so I'm not too worried. 3 leather. Is that going to be that way? Yes. So we want 3 leather 3. Let's purchase that. And we wanted, I think, 4 copper 3, which was earlier on, wasn't it? Yes, there it is. Look. We'll have 3 of those as well. Cool, so we've brought the materials that we needed from the smuggler, but of course, you know, that would, in the actual, once the game is properly released, I think that would be a very expensive way of doing it. I think the expectation is you're going to do the full crafting process through the system, and that's how you're going to be upgrading, you know, through the open world system. So let's head back over to the workshop. Come, little horsey, quicker. Same, we're going to go production. Back to our personal armour. Let's scroll down and find our horseman's gambison. Here it is, and hopefully... Oh, I got the wrong amount of copper! Ah, curses. Okay, back over to the smuggler. You wouldn't think I'd be able to do that. I honestly, I even wrote it down on a piece of paper before I started this video, so I wouldn't do that. And I wrote 4. I'm just an utter moron. Come on, interact. Copper, 3, another one of them. Now got 4, now got 4. Cool, right. Now we go back to the workshop, and now we do it properly. Dear, yeah. Make sure you pay attention to what you're doing, otherwise this takes twice as long as it actually needs to. So we can now head back over here, actually to the workshop, and we can craft our item. Production, personal armour, down to our horseman's gambison, and now we can craft it, and we obviously use our bound material in silver. There's no crafting time, so we get it immediately. Item acquired, and you can actually see its things it's going to get. It's getting that 4 to 2 base, but it's going to get another +4 So piercing defense +2 to slashing defense and +2 to blunt defense. That actually kind of does upgrade it quite a bit. So I'm certainly going to be equipping that on my character because that's a much upgraded version, and we're now starting to get ourselves all that bit more elite, at least in this part of the testing. So anyway, so hopefully that was enjoyable. If it was useful or enjoyable, kind of gives you a bit of an overview of what the early crafting system is like. Obviously, it's still going to go to close beta, so some of these things might change. And as I say, once you start to gather your own materials, that's kind of going to change a little bit how it works. But yeah, hopefully that was interesting all the same. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel for lots more Conquerors Blade content, and I shall see you all on the next video.